Good evening. Hello, everybody. So I'm just getting a new piece of paper out, recycling a piece of paper to make me a new list for tonight. How are we all? Let's just say hello to everybody. Hello, Tracy Evans. Hello, Ingrid. How are you? Hello, Kelly. Hello, Christina. Hi, Donna. Hi, Davey. I'm just going to do a little bit of sharing, guys. My phone's been going nuts, so I do apologise. Let's just see if I can share this. I'm just waiting for Drew to come on as well. So he's due to be on any second now. So bear with me. Here he is. All right. Hello.
Hey, buddy.
You all right? I'm just doing a bit of sharing, mate, at the minute.
Hello.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Good.
Oh, I'm doing okay, buddy. Getting there, buddy.
That's all right then. How did your live go in the end?
It went okay. It went brilliant. There was lovely
Right,
people
right.
on.
That's all right then. I'm trying to find...
It was some people.
Say again, mate.
Some people having beautiful readings.
Yeah.
They were a bit excited, I guess.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Really excited.
Right. I'm just going to do some sharing very briefly. So if everybody who is watching can like and share. Hi, Lee. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Dad. Hi, Alison. Where are we? Hi, Emma. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Donna. Hi, Reva. Sorry, guys, I will be with you in a moment. As I said, I'm just going to do a little bit of sharing at the minute. We might be joined by a guest tonight as well, coming on. Deno from John Sixsense team might pop on and have a chat with us. He might have a reading from you, Drew. So
come on, Deno, come on.
See what happens. Where are we? There we go. So I've shared loads. So how are we all keeping? Hi, Colette. How are you? Hi, Lydia. I'm just gonna. Hi, Marita. I'm just going to. Hi, Wendy. Just gonna post that.
I reckon Pete
link.
Well, I reckon Pete from Spiritual Gift needs to come on as well.
Phil.
Plug him as well. Yeah, Phil.
We've got to get you some headphones, mate, to use on it, so we can get some better, so we can get consistent sound. All right. So we'll get you some headphones. Oh, Colette, thank you very much. Colette saying that I have to say you are all amazing. We try. We do try. So I've got a couple of people on the list from the other day ready for tonight. I am just going to start writing a few names down as well very quickly. So who do we have? So if anybody would like to come on for a reading, please click on the link. Where are we? Ingrid. I think I've already got Ingrid down. No, I haven't actually. Sorry, Ingrid. Ingrid, speaking of which, I've had notification to say that your mug has shipped from Spook Clothing. So hopefully you should have that. It does take. We are finding that the postage is taking a little bit longer at the moment, but Lee Allmark is in the chat as well. He received a mug the other day and he absolutely loves it. He sent me a photo of it. So I hope you like it when it turns up. Speaking of which, very quickly, before I continue writing on anybody's names down, hi Jackie Ross, hi Dawn Godley. If you want to go on to spookclothing.com, I've put up a new range today, a new collection called Harley's Angels. And so what that is that Sam, who is on John Sixsense page a lot of the time, she's kind of like very close. She's very close to John and Joe. So you might remember Sam from the other night where we were talking to her and she donated some money from her fund to what we were doing the other night. And then obviously we had somebody come on and offer to donate a headstone for Sam's little boy, Harley. So what I've done today is I've put together a small range of clothing and a couple of accessories at the moment, and I've put a range up on spookclothing.com where any profits from that will go to the where is it? Ardley unit, I think it is in. It's all explained on there, so it is all explained on there. But please pop over and have a butcher's at the site. And as I say, anything that's purchased on there with regards to the hashtag Harley's Angels collection, or any of the profits from that will go to into the GoFundMe page for collecting money for thing. So Drew's just dropped off briefly. I don't know why. So Jojo, I can see you in the background in the studio. If you can bear with me, I think Drew's signal's just dropped. So if you can bear with me, let's just have a little look. Emma Buchanan. Yes. Emma Buchanan. I'm writing it. I'm rewriting my list as I'm going down here. I've still got some. I've got Joe there. So do a couple more hellos. Hi Lou, Peter. Hi Sher, Graham. Donald Taggart. You don't have to come on live. You can, if you wanted to come on, you can come on just audio only rather than video if you want to, or you can come on. But we're just waiting for Drew to pop back on. He's just had a few issues. Hi Ellie, Sarah Leanne. Yes, I've got you down still as well. Lydia, of course you can. Bear with me. I'm just waiting for Drew to come back on, guys, so I'm going to have a bit of a chat. Lupetta, good morning from South Australia. I absolutely love a reading. By all means. As I say, Drew's just coming back on now. I can see him coming back into the background here. There he is. Right, where are we? Sure, Graham. So we've got Jojo sitting in the background. I'm just going to do a couple of more hellos before I come on, before I bring Jojo on. No, you don't have to come live, Lou, if you don't want to. You can come on and just do audio only if you want, or you can have it straight through the chat. Cherry Willman, have I got you on the list still? No, but I will add you to it. Willman. Emma Buchanan, you are. Tracy Evans. Just trying to catch up from the other day still. So I'm adding, rewriting things, as I say. So, Ingrid, Colette, you guys gave me hope in humanity. You're such kind people. Colette, we tried. Unfortunately, there was a problem, all that stuff with it, But we're going to keep going, keep seeing what we can do. Natalie Young, you are on our list. There we go. I won't be able to read right now afterwards. But Dawn French, how are you, lovely? Linda Colehouse, you love. Sure, Graham. Yeah, I will get you on here. And then Anne-Marie Levitt, how are you? Christina Alvarez, hello, gentlemen. I'd like to know if Ivan and I will be together physically for my birthday in September. Very quickly then, Drew, that's for you, mate. Before we bring Jojo on, quick question from Christina. She said, hi, gentlemen. I'd like to know if Ivan and I will be together physically for my birthday in September.
At the moment, personally, this is the COVID-19. Now, we all know it's vaccine is being loose out there at the moment. But to me, as a personal, which I know people who works in the NHS and the people who's actually dealing on these certain cases, they are saying it might be waves of the COVID-19. We don't know yet, though. I'm going to say personally, on my feelings, to I reckon personally we will come back out of the lockdown, and I think you will be with your partner by the time that happens. Um, Everyone believes on many other things of options and believes on the abilities. It is signs out there of hope. I believe the lockdown is going to be gone very soon, and what we're actually saying. A lot of people believe it might not do. My personal belief for you, darling, just keep hoping the best, and just basically say yes, you are going to be together all the time. Don't ever think of negative. And this is me not doing a reading. This is me saying, as to you, not to burst any bubble, not to burst any hope of belief. Just keep believing on what your decision. And this is why I tell a lot of people when I do my readings, it can connect to love, it can connect to the spirits. And sometimes we got to back off and generate. And to give you a straightforward answer, this, please, the answer is up to you to believe on that hope, because that hope is to help you right now. Don't think of negative. This is what's getting a lot of people in trouble, Dan. A lot of people are actually thinking very negative because of this lockdown. They thinking they're going to be locked up. It's fake news out there. They're going to say, "Oh, we're going to be locked up for a year." That's bull crap. It's not going to happen like that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And that's me telling you, your loved one and you will be together at some point. Just try and keep a bit of hope inside you. Don't let this lockdown over defeat your mind, and don't let anything defeat you. Just keep an awesome hope. This is why Dan does these live or other paranormal teams out there, to keep you guys going and actually giving you that bit of hope out there as well. And I believe it is a hope out there, and I hope it does actually happen, because I feel like it's going to happen. And I feel like what I'm seeing is different to what other people are seeing on the news. So I'm seeing something very different to Dan and to everyone around the world, because I can see it and they're not seeing it properly yet. So until they start recognizing it, I'm just going to say positive minds.
Yeah.
Please keep positive minds.
Apologies, guys, for someone in the chat then being rather rude. Don't worry, mate. You don't even want to know. No point.
I do want to know. This is
pointless talking about somebody just making a rude comment. That was all. So
that's okay.
Paul Brenton, thank you. Davey, if you can keep an eye on anybody, please, mate. Davey in the chat, he's on there. Very quick shout outs to a couple of people, and then we'll bring Jojo on. Very quickly, Ingrid actually said, "Do I hear a baby? Do I hear the baby?" She said, "Yeah,
my
your little boy. He's proper cute, Ingrid. Unfortunately, Drew's not allowed to bring him onto screen, but he is proper cute. He has. I have a screen. I have had a video call with Drew where he's been holding on to little Loki, and he's a proper little cutie. So I've got to say that though, because he has my name as one of his middle names. So I've got to say that, really, haven't I? Hi, Michelle Perry. Hi, Kelly Marie. Colette, that's lovely. Thank you very much. Saying that's not going to take away from what you guys did. I've never seen so much kindness. It was amazing to see what you can do. But leading to that, can everybody please whip over to spookclothing.com afterwards and give us like and share on Facebook, and then obviously have a little look at the Harley's Angels collections. Hi, Sam Harley Wilmore. Sam is Harley's mum. Linda Culverhouse. So just very quickly, just to let everybody know who I've got on here. Lydia, I've got you on here. Lou Petter, I've got you. Terry Wilman, Tracy Evans, Natalie Young, Linda Culverhouse, Sher Graham, Nicola Hardy, Kathy Dryden, and Vikas. I've got you on here, as well as a few others that I've asked before. We have somebody. Hi, Ivan. How are you? Hi, Zoe. Hi, Kimberly Goodall. Paul Brenton, thanks very much, buddy. Aaron Eccles as well is young Harley's brother as well. So this little Harley's brother. So much love to Aaron and Sam. KM Adair, hi, how are you? Hi Reva. Hi Trisha. Sorry, I didn't take your call a minute ago, Trisha. I was on a phone call at the time. So hoodies for Harley's Angels very quickly. So hoodies and t-shirts. So if you go onto and have a little butchers on there, as I say, we put the hoodies up at £40 for a hoodie. Okay, it's full front print and there's printing on the sleeves and that as well. Plus, there's a logo on the back. But as I say, all profits go straight to Harley's Angels. The GoFundMe. The t-shirts are £30. Numerous colour ranges on there. So pop over and have a butchers, please. Hi Samantha. Hi Alison. Hi Helena. And Natalie Young. So Drew, I'm going to bring Jojo. You are now coming on, but I'm just going to bring somebody else on to say hello first, very quickly, which is Deno the elephant. So
Hey, Deno the elephant.
Deno the elephant. You might lots of you might know Deno. So Jojo, I'm going to bring you on now for your reading from Drew, and then Drew's going to do a reading on the spot for Deno as well.
Right. Okay.
So
Hi, Deno. Are you okay?
Hi, sweetheart. I am fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm glad you're all right. Don't worry about a thing.
Good.
I am, darling. It's onwards and upwards, sweetheart.
Exactly.
That's it.
You made a strong stuff.
We thought Deno's come on because obviously John's just taken a bit of a break for a few days.
Fair play.
So Deno thought he would come on and support, show some support with us, and show obviously we're supporting Deno and the rest of the team as well. So, and everybody else who's in the chat. So
Good.
I meant to say one last hello very quickly. Hi Natalie Jane. There we go. Ellen McMillan, you are not invisible at all. So and Yancy as well. There you go. Right, all yours, Drew. Jojo.
Hi, Drew.
Hi. Oh, look at them eyes. They were up there then. Okay. This lady's very talented. Very straightforward. She tries to learn people two different ways of motions, how to be good, and also like sometimes you gotta put your foot down. And this is the reason why I feel like she's more stricter with the family. Family's like everything to you. I feel like it's literally everything straight up on him. I also feel like you're missing your I'd say grandparents, but I feel like it's more to do with the great grandparents. I feel like you missed because you had more of a fun with them in many years ago, and when you were in your childhood. I'll say I say a reason because in the world we have a lot of fun with them. Even if they was alive or not, we still have fun with them. You've been seeing a lot of spirits recently and a lot of message in the spirit world as well. I feel like also you had a dream last night of a lovely one in the spirit world, and it was really nice. I liked them. I can't answer that message because that message was really personal for you.
Mm-hmm.
Is that
I don't actually remember dreaming last night, but them dreams come true apparently. So yeah, so it might happen. But you're right. You did say lady, missing a lady, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. She died on the 6th of April with this COVID, and it's her funeral on Monday.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, so it's been not a very nice time.
What the situation is, I feel so sorry for the situation.
Yeah. I spoke to Deno, Joe, and John the other night, and Joe was lovely. She said, well, they all were. The inbox is open if ever I need to speak to him. But that was quite interesting because John said it was a bit too soon for it to come through. So that's brilliant.
That's awesome. Anything more for Jojo, Drew? Is he still?
I don't know if he's mesmerised or
No.
He's gone.
He keeps having no end of problems where he is for some reason. One night it's all good, and the next night it's not. So
yeah.
Just very quickly, I will just do a couple of more shout outs then as well. Sylvie Girl, I've got you. Sylvie Girl on YouTube. I've got you on the list from the other day still. So Yes, you are on the list. Thank you very much, Dee. Hi, how are you doing anyway? Heather Roundell. There he is. He's back. We're just switching spots on the screen now. There he is.
That's all right.
So, Drew, can you hear us, mate?
I can hear you.
Good,
I
good.
can hear you.
Good. Was there anything more for Jojo?
Jojo, interesting. Jojo, just keep giving love and light. And after the funeral, you should get more message. Just give it time, okay?
Yeah.
Please give it. Because
Yeah, I will
it's a
do.
recent. You know how it works, really.
Yeah.
You know how it works. And that's
Do
why
you
I like
think-
this lady. She's yeah.
I've been told
She's
a lot of times, but I'm a bit skeptical. I think I get too scared
Don't
to-
ever be afraid.
to acknowledge
ever be
it. So
afraid.
yeah.
Don't
But
ever
right.
be afraid, because what people do in spirituality, what people think, oh, they can, things will happen. I'm afraid of it for a reason because he's seen things. Don't
Yeah.
ever be afraid of that spirit.
Well, she
okay?
never hurt me while she
Never
was
be-
alive, so she's not going to do it now, is she?
No,
So
but it's the people who's going to be the people who's going to bloody hurt us. It's the people like.
That's it.
Yeah.
I think.
Bless you. Right. Well, thank you very much.
Jojo, it's lovely to see you. Thank you very much for
Yeah.
coming.
Take care, guys. Love you all. Bye. Bye, Dano.
Bye.
Bye.
Right. There we go. So, oh, hang on. Took Dano off then. There we go. Sorry, mate. I pressed the wrong button. So just to let everybody know. So, Don McTaggart, yes, you are on the list. We have, who do we have next? We have Deno, Deno, and then we have then on top of that it is then Dawn Godfrey next. I think is Dawn Godfrey in the chat. Just double checking.
Dawn Godfrey.
Kirk, how you doing, buddy?
Hi, buddy.
Kirk Parfitt's in there. So Kirk, we'll see what we can do, my friend. Got a big long list going again. So as per usual, if we don't get through everybody, we'll you will all then bump up the list for the next night. Hi, Phyllis Ross. Phyllis says, Deno, have you been out in the garden? Your head is shiny.
In all fairness, I've been sat on a digger all afternoon in the beating sun. So yeah, I have.
Ellen McMillan, yeah, you are on the list now. We'll do everything we possibly can. So over to you, Drew, for Deno.
Dano, buddy, how are you, bro?
I'm all good.
How you
thank
feeling?
I'm all good, mate. Thank you. I'm all good.
Good. You know you got my support all the way through, buddy. And keep your smile up, okay? I actually like your smile. Your smile is important. It's always have been since you was a child. It gets you out to certain places and out to certain mischief. That smile have.
It's got me in a lot of mischief as well.
I can imagine.
I'm gonna move in a different area just right there, guys, because my internet signal is crap. I'm getting too old.
I can say it's not the best today, is it? We sometimes have a few.
No, it's not the best.
Normally, where you were sat, it's normally all right.
How's this for the signal today? Can you hear me better?
Yeah, I can hear you, mate. Yeah.
Okay, Dynamite.
Yes, good.
Sound, sorry, mate. Sound's just gone funny.
it's a middle-aged man, yeah.
Sorry, Drew. Sound's just gone funny, mate.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, mate. There we go. That's better.
Okay. So there's a middleman age here. Very funny guy. Very well talent. Okay. By any chance, I know this is going to sound weird, but any chance an army combat clothes he's wearing, do you know who that could be related to? To your side? Because this man was literally guided by you. He was guided by you because you try your best to stand your ground. And this is what I'm picking up of him. I feel like your family's in and out of spiritual, but also I feel like it's a lot of army situation by you as well. And I feel like, well, your head is also a bit China, sorry, because it is really shining right now. But but it's really important for you to know you're getting guided by a shoulder. And this shoulder is telling me you need to concentrate on your future. You need to concentrate on what you want and you guiding, okay? Don't worry about everyone else. He's literally in this part of the family, but, you know, as well, I'm being also told you need to concentrate not in the past on what is in the future, what's now. Okay, don't concentrate in the past, but concentrate into the what's now. Okay, and then the future will come. Okay, you've got to be very positive all the time in your head. Don't let the negative come and get you, because sometimes I feel like you put yourself down sometimes, and you got to stop doing that, mate. You got to stop doing that. You know, you try to make stuff happen, and you do it to yourself quite often, and you need to stop doing that, bro. Okay, you need to stop doing that. You're an awesome guy. You're just trying to make something of yourself, and you already have. You've already done it. You completed it. You know what you're doing. Okay, you keep aiming bigger on your ladder, and you keep aiming for that future. I don't really feel like as much of spirit coming to me, but I'm just gonna tell you your guide. It is something to do with the military. It has something to do with family connection of this line in. And I want you to know it is telling me this is your guide at the moment. This is your guide. You keep coming in back and forth. And I feel like it's not only your grandparents line in. I feel like sorry about that. I feel like there's a lot of I feel like it's a young woman in spirit world as well, who is there with you in spirit world. And I feel like it's not only due from like right now, but I feel like it was way back before you met your wife or anything. I think she literally committed suicide, and I think, you know, she was just a friend of yours or some sort. But you keep going out to these spirit guides, and I think you exactly knew who I'm on about with that girl. I feel like we gotta think about it. We gotta look back into it, because this is a message there.
The suicide, yeah. My wife knows who that is as well. And in all fairness, she was a lovely lady, very young when she took her own life. Yeah, so I can take the suicide, yeah.
Okay. Definitely a message there. Because she's in and out, and this army guy is just guiding you, okay? So all he's doing, he could be from like a little part of the family line in, but it doesn't. What really matters is that message there. I think you know what it is already. I personally do, because you know when you hear she comes back to you, you know for a fact what that means.
My grandma's dad was World War II soldier, and we've got he was I don't remember what rank he was or anything like that, but that's could be the army link through that. But that's my grandma's dad. And I think he's quite respected in the army as well. But also I've got my wife's brother. He's in the army at the moment. He's in the Grenadier Guards. So I have got army connections, but the old army connection, I would say that's my grandma's dad.
Okay. Okay.
Awesome.
Just concentrate what you want, Dina, okay? Trust me, try not to worry about anything, because everything will make sense very shortly. And when it comes out the different way, trust me, it's going to be shocking for them, not for you. You're going to be happy. You and your wife have literally got a lot of things coming forward ahead of you in special ways.
I hope so, because we've had a lot to deal with over the years, with losing people, and it just seems that when a certain person or a member of the family sort of dies, it's never just that one person that dies. It's always my side of the family. It's always one after the other, after the other, after the other, after the other. And my family, my side of the family, we've had a lot of losses over the years, and all been close together. I've lost a lot of young family members through illnesses and things like that. So yeah, so I hope that things can change.
Was it most of it through cancer, like
I've lost one through cancer. I've lost one through cancer.
You had a rough time, the both of you. I think you need a holiday. Just take it.
In all fairness, we do go away quite a bit. We do have our time, but we also we do a lot of caring for a lot of people. My wife is phenomenal. She's my heart and soul, to be fair. But she, for what she's done for people in my family that's needed the care, she's been the number one. She's done more than I could ever do, and I thank her for that.
Yeah, much love to you, mate.
Much love.
Is there any more for Deno at all then, Drew?
I want Dana to message me later on if it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a star, Deno. Good man. Thank you.
It's fine. Thank you.
Deno, if you want to stay in the chat, mate, on the screen, mate, and we can, you can have a bit of a chin wag with some people as they come on. We've got a few people that know you as well. I just want to say, right, so people in the chat have just seen it's come up saying that I've just had somebody back into my car. It's not me. It's actually Davey, one of the mods. So Davey's just obviously go and do what you need to do, mate. Don't worry, we'll sort out anything in the chat, anything that's happening. So it's not me. It's actually it's Davey, who's from Northern Ghost Hunters. So
you also got Tila watching the chat.
Yeah, Tila is Tila on the chat, is she? Drew. So those of you who don't know, Drew and Tila are at Drew's wife Tila's and him. They're both mods on here as well. See, so right, we have I believe Dawn Godfrey is sitting in the background in the studio. That is Dawn Godfrey, I believe. So, hello, Dawn.
Hiya, it's Dawn Godley, not Godfrey.
Sorry, do you know what? My writing. I'm sorry. Look at the state of it. Look at that.
Hiya, Dano. How are you, gorgeous?
I'm all right, sweetheart. Thank you. And you're not so bad yourself, sweetheart.
I was watching the other night and I was devastated. Couldn't believe it. Drew, I need closure. I really do need closure. Last Monday I lost an auntie as well of COVID, and I just need closure for a loved one. At the moment, I really do need help with it because my chakras are blocked because I've got this on my head.
Okay. Chakras. When someone loses a member of family, our chakras will come full of our emotions and negative energies. And I'm so sorry for your loss. Well, personally, sadly, I'm going to be honest on Dan's live here. Okay, so everyone's gonna, if you understand this well, Don, I'm gonna come from as well. For the last past nightmares. Oh, when patients of okay, have you got me?
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't hear you then because you broke up.
Yeah.
Okay, so for the last past months, I've been dealing with a lot of screamings from a lot of people in the spirit world who has died from the COVID-19. I've been having nightmares, and I actually have been breaking down on the phone to my personalized, I call it like a mum, to try and help a lot of people with the COVID-19. And I do hear them. I've actually had nearly over 4,000 people in my ear and in my third eye saying they want to speak to their family quite a lot, especially when they're COVID. So the best way is, if you want to open your chakras, you have to literally get your mind back to normal, even after a death. It's so hard. So what your chakras have done, they have closed them up for a bit because it's a death. It's a recent death, and you love that person. You love that person, and the most important is to get a closure on this recent death. It's really important. You need to know this, okay?
Yeah, go on.
Don't let your mind juggle off anywhere. Don't let your mind get into emotion state. Just try and hold on as everything as you can. Sorry, I just got a lot of pain in my stomach and my chest.
The chest one might be my mum. That might be my mum.
They do. It's a lot of pain there, and it's a lot, and you've got to stop blaming yourself. You just got to. It's no one's fault. At the end of the day, it's just let yourself go. You're literally not letting all that emotion out anymore. Let people tell whatever they want to say. Just let yourself. It's no one's fault, okay?
Well, I'm blaming myself and I can't help it.
I know you can't help it, and sometimes we all do this. Sometimes we all do it because we sometimes forget. You know, I should have done it. I should have done that. Or we said something out of attitude, but it's not your fault. And to get this closure, you need to really, really make up with family.
I've got no family, that's what I'm saying. I've lost my mum and dad and I need closure of my mum. My mum and dad have gone. They're not here anymore. I had to turn my mum's machines off and I feel like I've killed her.
No, you haven't. You haven't killed her. You feel like, Don, you need to just concentrate on me. Let's calm you down for a minute. Just calm me down. Okay? Concentrate on me, okay? Don't worry about what everyone is watching right now. Okay? Don't worry about Dan. Don't worry about Dino. Okay? Just concentrate on me. Just breathe, okay? I need you to breathe for me because you have a lot of stress on your shoulder right now. Okay? All right. Dan, I'm going to have to do this one personally, guys. Don, can you add me
Yeah.
on my personal page? Can you add
I've
me on my
already got-
personal page?
I've already got
me?
you. Yeah, you.
What time do I do?
If you remember, I asked you about a reading.
I remember that. And we have got you booked in. And I will literally come and do it in about 10 minutes, okay? If I even have to finish this live, I will literally come to you. I can see you actually really need that reading. Okay?
I just need help. I just need disclosure because it's killing me.
Dawn, what I would like to say to you myself is that just remember that what if you were the one who had to make the decision for the machines to be turned off, you haven't done anything other than allowed her to move on to a more comfortable place. Okay?
She didn't want to be resuscitated. She wanted to go. She had gone. She was already gone.
Is followed her wishes, and you've allowed her to move on to a place where she can be more comfortable and she's out of pain, and that's what you've done. I mean, my advice in this situation, I know Drew will speak to you afterwards, but my advice is talk to her. Sit yourself down and actually talk to her. Tell her how you feel, and it just telling her how you feel will instantly after a period of time you'll start to feel like these things, the weight has come off your shoulders a bit. She's always going to be there with you, and every member of your family who have passed are always going to be there with you, but they're going to be here and here.
Yeah.
Okay. And you can have your pictures in your house, to remind you of the faces. Because I know after a while we do.
I've got loads. I've got her ashes too.
After a while, we do tend to mentally lose those pictures of people's faces. So if you've got photos of all of them there to remind you of them, that then will allow them to stay here and here as well. But my advice would be to talk to her. Obviously, if you feel awkward, just do it before you go to bed. Just talk to her and just wish her, all the best from where she is, and just, tell her you love her. Tell her each family members you love them, and what will happen. It will take a little while, but eventually you will start to feel that bit better day by day, and. And as I say, Drew can give you speak to you personally afterwards, but eventually it's a day by day thing no matter what, Can
I ask you something, Don? Has anyone been there to guide you or talk to you after the situation after your mum's death?
No.
So the hospital did not arrange any counselling support or any, because usually they have to offer a family support
she passed of double pneumonia.
Oh, no.
Cardamom now pop. Oh, that where you get poisoning in your system. What's it called?
Sepsis. Into the blood, you mean?
No, it's where you breathe in, and cardamom poisoning, is it called? Or
carbon monoxide.
Yeah, and liver failure.
Yeah. Well, Dawn, one of the things I say to you is before Drew goes sorry, Drew. I'm just going to say one thing to you, Dawn, first, very quickly. You say you haven't got any family because they have sadly all passed recently. But I can tell you now, very simply, there's 3 of us on here. We're your family now. Do you know what I mean? We're here. You're a friend of the page. You're a friend of ours. You know, you're part of Sixth Sense family. So there's 87 people in the chat as well who were. Any of us are here if ever you need to chat about it. You've got Drew to have a chinwag afterwards with other things, and then on top of that, there you go, look. And then
Now where's my kiss? Where's my kiss? I felt left out.
When you finish Dawn, buddy, can I just have 2 seconds with her when you finished?
Yeah.
I've tried to message you already, but you don't seem to be getting my messages.
Who's that? Deno or Drew or me?
Deno.
Deno. Okay.
I've not seen any, sweetheart.
I tried to play back.
Oh, trust me, Deno's the first to turn around and say he's useless for technology. That's what he's got his wife for.
I've not seen any, but I will have a look and I will double check in a second when this is finished. But
Just
what I do want to
message me under Dawn Godley, because I've got my profiles turned off so weirdos can't text me.
Okay, I will have a search for you, sweetheart. But what I do want to say to you, darling, is do not blame yourself for what has happened. Your mum had a do not resuscitate in order. Now, the thing is, sweetheart, that is probably the best thing because they can cause more damage by trying to resuscitate somebody. And then the thing is that they have already got the illness that they have got, but then they have got to contend with ribs being broken and the pain of trying to resuscitate a sweetheart. So please do not blame yourself, because the thing is, she would have been in a lot more pain if they had resuscitated her. And please, please, please do not blame yourself, because it's nobody's fault. You have done the right thing.
I've got a couple of little messages for you in chat though, Dawn. Okay, Linda Culverhouse has said add her as a friend. Okay.
You message me because I'm no good at just message me.
So
I've got no friends here. I don't know one. I'm alone apart from my husband. I don't bother with nobody.
Don't tweet me. What is your surname, darling? Because I'm going to get my wife to go on my account now, and I'm going to get her to add you on my account. What's your surname, sweetheart?
Godley.
Godley.
Dawn Godley. You can get on my account, and I'll add you, and then please message me. Sometimes it takes a while for me to get back to you, sweetheart, because I have that many messages that come through.
Dawn,
I will help you everything I can. So I'll just go and see her now, sweetheart, okay?
All right.
Okay, Don, before you go as well, Don, just to tell you, my secretary, because I got a team secretary on as well. I'll also inform her to make us make appointment to book you a t-shirt, a supporting t-shirt as well from us all. I think I'll get it. Okay, and I haven't ignored you. I have seen your messages, and I'm trying to get to you. You are on my list, okay? And just I wasn't honest. I'm now because you come on Dan's live and you told me, you really need disclosure. I can see you need disclosure. We're gonna work together on it, okay? Disclosure, we need to work together because
I've had nobody who's helped me. My dad dropped dead 19 years ago in the Neighbours. And then my mum went, so I've only got my sister and she's in Manchester. She's about 5 hours away, so I've got nobody apart from my husband.
Whereabouts you based on?
So what I'm going to do is get everyone out.
Ken.
I want everyone to give us some support.
Whereabouts is Kenneth?
Kent.
Sorry. A little bit. My ears aren't working as well as my spelling. So Kent. Okay, no worries. Well, we've got a few people in the chat now. I've just messaged you as well, Dawn.
All right.
Me. Okay. Cherry Willman says, friend me up if you need another friend. So we're all here.
I do. I need all the friends I can get because I've got nobody.
Sweet.
Well, you've got all of us now.
Can I just
So Diane Milligan also says, I'm sorry, I'm just going to cover some faces up a minute. I wish I was brave enough to come on, as I would love a message from my loved one. You're brave, Dawn. I've been in similar situation, but you did right by your mum. Loads of love.
Oh, thank you.
I've just had a message from Tony Cherry as well. She's messaged me directly though, through my page, and she has said, where are we? She asked me to mention to you that she has been through the same exact thing for. So if you need someone to have a cry and someone to listen, she's there for you. So that's Tony Cherry as well. Okay, so
Tony Tree? Tony
yes.
Tree, can you do me a favor? Can you make a list for a T-shirt, please? Because Tony Tree works for my team. She
Okay.
works for the Clarified Drew Nicholas, and she actually is amazingly helping me out. So, Tony Tree, can you do me a favor and can you just get some paper and pen and write down for the T-shirt of support, and we'll get Dawn some support, and if other people on my Facebook of Clairvoyance and also the Paranormal Postmortem can add this lovely name. Can you just put a name out there on my system, please, on my page, just to add this lady so she got some support?
Exactly. Yeah, we've also got another medium in the chat called Ivan Woodbury. So I know Ivan personally, and he's just put a message up to say that she knew that, Dawn. Words are not always needed, so sometimes you just need to think it, and they will know it. Okay. So sometimes you don't need to actually say the words, just to be able to, for spirit to be able to know that they're there, especially when they are before they're in the spirit as well. So, Dawn, thank you very much.
She will be with you as well, Dawn, sweetheart. She will be around you.
Yeah.
She will, all the love that your mother has for you, she will be with you. Don't doubt that she's not with you because you can't see her. Maybe sometimes you may not sense her, but she will always be with you,
Don't
sweetheart.
sense her.
She will always be there, sweetheart.
Dawn, you will when you need her at that point. You will when you need her. She'll be there at that point. She's always going to be there no matter what. Dawn, what I also want to suggest is pop. There's a guy in the chat. He's sitting in the background actually in the studio. His name's Kirk Parfit. He's got a page that deals with things like anxiety and depression and that as well.
I've got suicidal depression and long-term.
Please pop onto Kirk's page, onto Kirk's group, I should say. It's where a group, everybody on there, they talk about, and Kirk does lots of different live streams about everything as well. So pop onto his group and have a chat with him on there as well. And there's always some people on there that will talk to you as well anytime you need it. So
All right,
lovely. Thank you very much.
thank you.
Much love to you. Thank you.
All right,
Dawn, you're a very brave lady. Thank you, and much love to you. All right.
all right then. Thank you.
Cheers,
Thank
lovely.
you, Dino.
No worries.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Chris Diamond.
Sorry,
Bless
you're
her.
right. Yeah, I know she's lovely, isn't she?
Oh, bless her.
Everybody sending love to her in the chat, which is great. So, Drew switching places. Right, let's. Have we got Sarah Leanne in the chat still? Very quickly. I'm sorry, there are a few people sitting in the background in the studio. Drew's just dropped off a minute. I think he's having signal issues again. It's frustrating in Bristol. He's in Bristol, you see, and the houses in Bristol, they're all like Georgian buildings, like so they're real thick stone. So you can go into one room at 1 minute, and then next minute you've got signal. So 1 minute you've got signal, next minute you haven't. Do you know what I'm saying? So here he is. They're not. I
do understand that bit of technology, though.
Yes,
I do understand that bit of technology.
That's it. So Tony Cherry, her surname was Godley, Godley. Drew, we have Sarah Leanne. There is Sarah Leanne.
Hey.
So she's up next for a reading, mate.
Okay. God, I feel really miserable at this today. I really do.
Oh, mate.
And it's nothing to do with the
No.
audience. It's
Can I just say something before Sarah comes on?
Yeah.
I'm getting a strong pain to my head before Sarah comes on. Can you see if there's any sort of connection there for me, Drew?
So Dawn, Sarah is actually in the chats rather than coming on the screen.
Right, okay, yeah. I'm getting a strong it's just a pain across the top of my head, across here, across the top of my eyes, but it's not like an headache. I don't know whether that is anything to do with Sarah or anything. It's just very strange how it's just come across.
it could possibly do. Did it start with as soon as Sarah's name was connected?
So I just
Say again, Drew, sorry.
Could this name start with Sarah? As Sarah was mentioned, as soon as she was mentioned, did it start as you seen that picture?
Not when I saw the picture. It was when Dan suggested a name, the first word of Sarah, it just started, and it's here now, and it's still with me. It's not gone away, but I don't know whether that is.
Because this is what could be Sarah being. I could be believing what Sarah's having a lot, and you could be picking it up. By any chance, this could be someone you met before, never met before, or it could be a spiritual guide deciding to like you because you're a very sensitive guy. Dino, I'm sorry, but you are. You're a very sensitive guy. And if I was a spiritual, well, if I was a spiritualist, well, I am a spiritualist. But if you was a spiritualist, I suppose they said, okay.
I am a sense.
On...
I am a seer, but I do not get them. I do not get messages. I cannot hear messages, which I'm trying to tune into that. But it was just strange how it's still there. The pain is still there. I've been fine all day. I've been fine on here. I don't know whether it's connected to Sarah or not, but it's just how it's just come about is I don't know. It's just strange.
Just waiting for Sarah to actually pop into the chat and actually say yes or no to that, really. So, but just to let you know that Yancey, who was on the other day with us, he's actually just popped on to say that he's getting that exact same feeling. So,
it's a very heavy pain right across the top of the eyes. This
heavy pain.
So, Sarah, if you're in the chat, can you confirm for us, please, that you were that you can take that at all?
Whether it's, I don't want to say too much because I think I know what it is, but I'm not. I don't want to say too much. So I'll wait and see whether she can confirm. I think I know what it is, but we will see.
Oh, thank you, Barbara.
I like that. I like that. We will see. I like that.
I just can't get on. Sorry, there we go. She just flown past here. I get pain in my head a lot.
Right. Okay. That was where I was going. I was feeling. I don't.
You can do it.
I don't suffer with migraines. So I don't know what a migraine feels like, but the pain, it's all across here. It's a heavy pain. And I was just, the only thing, with her saying that she suffers with the headaches a lot, and that's what I'm getting. I don't know why. I don't know whether it's a migraine, because I've never ever had a migraine, so I don't know what a migraine feels like. But I just sensed that there was something with Sarah as to why this pain was in my head, and I just can't 100% put my hands on what it is. but there is, whether it's an anxiety or whether she is struggling with depression or something like that, it's a pressure on the brain. It possibly could be a pressure and suffering with anxiety and things like that, but I don't 100% know. It's strange how that one's just come to me and I've been fine.
I feel like she's been aching as well a lot. I feel like she's been aching quite often in her arms and legs, overworking herself. I feel like she's overtiring as well.
Yeah.
Can you clarify that as well?
I think I know.
Is she able to come on, Drew? Dan?
No, not at the moment, unfortunately. I know Sarah personally, but she, but no, she. I know she won't. She's not one who likes to be in front of the camera much.
Very shy.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
She's very funny though. I like her.
I think.
There we go. I suffer with PTSD, so I can take why I have headaches, and I can take what Drew says.
Yeah. Wow.
She's very funny though. I like her personality.
Sarah's actually somebody who's worked within the paranormal before, and Drew, she's from Cardiff area, and Drew actually one of the few paranormal investigators in South Wales that Drew doesn't know. So
wow. Yeah, it's just that's the first time for me that I have picked up on something as strong as what I've just picked up on, and now with her saying she suffers with the PTSD, what I was feeling is right. So I think I need to believe in myself a little bit more, I think.
Definitely. Anything more from you there, Drew?
Well done. No, I'm just gonna say, really, she's a good lady in heart. I feel like she does a lot, too much actually. She does too much. She works too much for everyone. She tries to help others out, but sometimes she puts herself into a position where she constantly not really comfortable with it sometimes, but she does it because she needs to get on with it. And for her she's really a good laugh to have around with. You can take her out clubbing and she'll bloody just get you drunk before you even know it. But it's that line of work but in some hidden places as well, I feel like I'm going to go into a bit of a past and not too much of it. And I feel like, she was very, very neglected badly in the way of motions feeling. She's put straight in places. Someone was telling her always to do this, do that. And I think that's why it connects with the PTSD, is because it's the order of it. And she kind of not getting the right comfort, what she actually really needed right now. She's not getting the comfort she actually needs right now. And that's why Dino's picking up the header, because he can actually do this. He actually does need to believe in himself a bit more. And that's what I'm saying. So I'm doing 2 readings at once. This is kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's kind of creepy, but okay.
It's quite cool. It's quite good because I've got two of you doing bits and pieces, working and bouncing off each other, which is really good. So
it's the very first for me, Dan, to get a strong connection like that with my feelings. The feeling I've got, what I had is what Drew said. She doesn't believe in herself much. I can feel that. She really doesn't believe in herself. She needs to. And I get a feeling that she doesn't think she's good enough. But she should do, because
she is good enough.
She is good enough, same as everybody that walks the earth are good enough. But I just, God, it's just blown my mind tonight, guys, because like I say, I do feel things, I do see things, but I don't normally feel things to that stage. And that with, I don't know why, but I was drawn straight to Sarah, and I don't know why. So, wow. So
Maybe this is maybe happening tonight for you. Maybe it should be this tonight. It's always a reason for, like, when you come on someone's live or coming to do spiritual connection. Like, you got John Sixth Sense as another good spiritual person you're picking up off, and you're learning in between as a ghost investigator as well. As a paranormal investigator, you pick up on it as well. The more you get on with it, they'll start pick up. Oh, I've heard about the chakras. I've heard about everything else. But yourself, you just started not. You believe in yourself, but you weren't officially believing 100% on yourself. Now you're just literally doing it already. So you're doing absolutely brilliant, Dino, and I'm really proud of you. I actually picked up on that even before I said anything, and I'm happy with that. That is amazing.
well, God, I mean, in all fairness, for that of what I've just picked up on, whether if that is right, then John Sixth Sense is the one that's taught me how to do things. So a massive shout out to John for that, because but not only that, obviously with that and being on the screen with you, Drew, something's bounced off each other.
That's it.
Because normally I don't feel that, and I just felt that I felt the pain straight away, right across my head. I knew she'd got a depression of some sort. Obviously now it's PTSD, and she don't believe in herself, and she really needs to. And she doubts herself way too much, and she doesn't need to. She is, and I think that she thinks that people don't think she's good enough. Where she is really good enough, and she is above and beyond quite a lot of people, to be fair. But she doubts that, and she shouldn't.
You guys put me on the spot tonight. Well done to the both of you.
Sarah, thank you very much for that, and I hope that helps at all. Please give me a call soon, Sarah, because obviously she's a friend of mine. Before we go to Donna who's in the studio in the background, we've got one more person before Donna. Is Emma Tonner in the chat very quickly, please? Is Emma Tonner still in the chat? Everybody's saying, well done, Deno.
Guys, that's just blown my mind, because like I say, normally I do not feel that. And Sarah Leanne, sweetheart, please believe in yourself, because I know you don't, and I feel that you think people judge you. Don't feel that way, because you're not being judged. You are phenomenal, and you need to believe in yourself.
But Sarah's that's like she says there, she's a single mum, she's doing uni, and she's also a key worker as well. So, you know, she's got all that going on as well. She's got all that to contend with, as well as everything else. So Sarah,
my inbox is open. If anybody wants to talk or chat or any help whatsoever, same as with Kirk, jump onto Kirk's page. We are a family. When we're in the paranormal unity, we are the family, and I will help anyone if I can. Yeah,
100%. Right, I'm not sure if Emma is on the chat still. So what we're going to do, Drew, are you ready?
2 minutes, got the baby. 2 minutes.
Oh, he's got the bub.
I thought he fell over then. We're looking at the ceiling.
Oh, I know. He's not allowed to. Just so everybody knows, Drew obviously is not. Anybody who's come on since I said it earlier, Drew's not allowed to bring the baby on screen. So at the moment, so he's obviously, if he's got to just sort something quickly with the little, and he's just goes off quickly. So
fair play.
So just to recap very quickly on bits and pieces from earlier, you'll see going across the bottom of the screen, it says spookclothing.com collections, Harley's Angels collection. Please pop over there and have a little look. So we set up some shirts on there, some tops, some t-shirts, some hoodies, and some bits and pieces, and all the money raised all the money profit-wise that is made from them will go towards. You'll see Sam Harley in the chat, and they've got a GoFundMe set up for that. So hi Von Hunter, how you doing? Kathy Anderson, very quickly. Kathy, what I'll do, I have seen your messages. If you can pop and send a message directly to Drew, we can get Drew to contact you directly. So I think that's probably better if he contacts you directly, if that's okay. Got somebody on YouTube called Bum Fluff's Hell House Paranormal. Ingrid Duquette says, "Don't know you." Hi Roslyn, how are you? She's asking if she can have a read. I will put everyone in this just so everybody's aware as well before we go any further. I have got a big long list, and I'm not sure whether we'll get through everybody tonight. But if we don't get through tonight, we will put you on to the next night as well. So Aaron Eccles, who's in the chat, his little brother was Harley. So that's the bits and pieces that are for, and everything is going into a GoFundMe page. And but if you want to know a bit more about Harley's story, please pop over to spookclothing.com. You'll see, and it's all explained on there. Hi, Kyle Wesley Yates as well. Right, Donna. Drew has just disappeared on us as well on the screen. Right. Donna, just as I was about to bring you on, Drew drops off.
Hi, all right?
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Hi, Deno.
Hi, sweetheart. How are you?
I'm okay, thank you.
Good.
There he is. Look. There he is. Look. Should be back on any moment now. There we go.
Hello.
All right, Drew. We got Donna in the chat on screen.
Hi,
How are you
Donna.
for reading?
Hiya.
I'm a little luck, and I'm just looking at you right now, and I'm just thinking, personally, I think you're a bright lady. Okay?
Okay.
You all right, Drew? I do apologise, Donna. He's having some real bad problems with his signal again.
Yeah, I'm trying
okay.
to get connection. I'm trying my hardest to get a connection, but something's wrong. I'm trying really hard, but at the moment, a minute. You suffer with a lot of stress on your shoulder, and I feel like you're shutting yourself down sometimes.
Yeah.
He's got cartoons on in the background.
Yeah, I've got 3 little monkeys not wanting to go to sleep.
Oh, sorry.
You all right?
I just want you to concentrate. She's really relaxed lady, but she suffers a lot of stress. She does it in a different way. She goes and do a lot of work. She tries her best with everything, but in a line in body life, I feel like she's purple, and purple is like that calm and relaxing person. Have you been always this calm all your life, or have you just been always like in a chill mood?
We didn't get all of that, Drew. Sorry, you went a bit muffled on us for a second.
Okay, so I said she's always calm, and she's always chill. She tries and do her best. Color purple always keeps it because it's relaxing.
Sorry, Donna.
You all right?
Stopping in and out. I know he's been having some struggles. So while we're just Drew, anybody who's in the chat, I am adding you to the long list, but you can see my list is really long. So if we can't get you to you tonight, we will add you into the next night. Okay.
I think he's had battery.
Apologies to anybody
Let me say
in
hello.
the background in the studio. Drew is having some issues with his signal. So just while we're waiting for a moment for Drew to come back on.
Just put the light on a tiny bit.
You right? No, you told me stop. That's
So I just anybody who's watching with John,
That's it.
anybody who's been watching with John, I thought I'd send him a little something I did for him to set just to cheer him up a little bit. I don't know if anybody can see that.
hello. Well, let me see. Hello.
I was just saying, Deno, that I said. Oh, here we go. I'm sorry.
I can't hear Mum. I
Alright.
want to hear something. What they're saying.
Yeah.
Hello.
Can you not get back on?
I want to hear.
Okay, mate. All right.
Oh,
Dad.
Hello.
Yeah. All right, mate. No worries. Okay, we'll sort it out. So,
Where's Dad?
Hello, what's happening?
right. Unfortunately, Drew
Ma,
is.
there's a Dad.
Drew just can't. Unfortunately, tonight Drew just can't get a stable connection. I'm sorry. Donna, we will keep you on the list for the next night if that's okay.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Thank you.
I do apologise to everybody else in the studio at the moment in the background. We'll bring you on and have a bit of a chinwag with you as well. Everybody else is in chat and we've got you on the list. When we can, I'll make sure Drew's okay for Sunday. So if everybody's okay to come back on for Sunday, we'll get your reading done then. If not, I'll get directly as well. So, Donna, would you like to come back on Sunday?
Yes, thank you.
All right, lovely. I'll add you back to the list. Thank you, lovely. Right, so we'll bring a few people on in the back just to come and say hello very quickly. I'm going to bring. Sorry to everybody in the chat who has got your names down. We will guarantee you a reading on Sunday as long as we don't have any more technical issues with Drew. Right, so I have a big long list. Velma.
Hiya, you alright?
Hey.
Homer.
You okay? Is everybody okay?
We're all good, thank you very much. Yeah, how are you?
Good. I'm fine, thank you.
I'm sorry we can't get any readings done tonight, unfortunately, because, like I say, Drew's got some connection issues.
That's no worries at all.
Dan Felmer is John Sixth Sense Army new mod.
Yes.
So she's Sixth Sense Army team.
That's it. Yeah, you added me personally the other day, I think, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know.
Yeah.
I've seen her on there. As soon as I saw it say Velma, I thought I knew who that is. I believe you're on. I believe you're on as Dawn and Stuart, aren't you?
I am. Yes, you're right. Yeah.
So
And
lovely.
she's a lovely lady, Dan.
That's it. That's it. We need.
Oh,
We need all the good mods on. So
I'm going to be behind John all the way when I become his mod.
yeah, 100%.
Because I'm not actually fully a mod as yet because we need to get together, and with the lockdown I can't see John and Joe at the minute. So as soon as I do, all the way.
100%. Yeah. But we were talking earlier, Dano and I were about some things and just keeping tabs. It's like I've got my guys who are just in the background keeping tabs on the chat in here at the moment.
Yeah.
They're just watching. We've had one or two people on that have just been a bit silly, and I'm personally not one who instantly jumps on the blocking game.
No.
Unless it's rude. I mean, unless they are rude or something, But if somebody's just coming on and starts shouting it's fake and this, that, and the other, you see, to me, I'd rather let them have their own opinion. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. You see, at the moment, I can't do the blocking.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to go into it, but believe me, I wish I could. I wish I could. I'm taking notes. It's going in here.
Positive vibes, positive construction, and positive. I'm positive that. Well, I know what's to come.
Yeah.
So I'm positive on that.
This girl might look thick, but it's all going in here.
Well, I'm sure you're doing an amazing job, Velma. It's been lovely to have you on, and I'm calling you Velma because it says it on there, but it's Dawn, isn't it?
I suppose I'm gonna get used to that, aren't I? I've got to get used to being called.
I'm gonna do my damnedest to get Drew just to because Drew has a thing where he always says my surname wrong as well, you see, and of course he calls Deno Dino. So I'm gonna do my damnedest to make sure that we have a live stream next time where he says Deno.
yeah. Yeah. But I did want to reading off Drew, but like I say, end of day, it doesn't matter. I just thought if you could give me something.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Deno to get there so he can give me something. Working on it. Aren't you, Deno?
I'm working on it.
Yep. And what it is, to cut a very long story short, Dan, my mum's been passed away 3 years.
Yeah.
And when I have readings, my mum never comes through.
Yeah.
My dad, I've lost my dad a year. He always comes through, but my mum doesn't. So I thought if I could come on and Drew could pick up my mum, I'd have been in my elements. I just want someone to bring my mum.
Yeah. All right.
You know, because obviously I miss her like mad.
My advice in that respect, what I would suggest is don't put it out there. Don't tell any. What you want to do is have them come through naturally. So, like when Drew does come to speak to you, when we can get Drew to speak to you, don't tell him anything with regards to any of that side of it, and he will then, you know. And obviously, I know Drew very, very well, and one of the things I know he's one of these. He doesn't go back over lives or anything like that, so he won't go back over. He might be watching it in the background now, but I know that come Sunday he won't remember it. So
well, on Sunday I'll change my name. I'll come on as somebody else.
That's it. So I have.
But no, I won't give him anything to go on.
No, that's the best thing to do. So I will make sure that you are on the list for Sunday. So we've got a big long list now. Right. Awesome. You're a star, Dawn. Thank you very much for coming on, and thank you. It's lovely to have met you.
Yeah, it's lovely to meet you, and thank you for having me on.
We'll see you soon, all right?
Love to you, Deno and family.
See you soon.
Love you all. See you later. Bye. Bye.
Bye, darling.
I'm going to bring somebody else on the screen now before I bring. I'm going to then bring Rob on. I'm going to make you wait, Kirk. Kirk's in the background. Oh. So, Angel. Yeah, right. There's no such thing as an angel in that house. As soon as I saw that, I thought, I didn't want to swear, but I knew exactly what I was going to say then. Deno, do you know Trisha?
No.
Okay, so Trisha is the other admin on this page. And Trisha, obviously, long story short, was very close with certain other big group before, you know, a while back. All right, so but one of the good things about Trisha is that no matter who she's friends with, she will say it as it is to people, you know. So if she thinks, no matter whether she's friends with them or she's not, she treats them in the same manner. Do you know what I mean? So it's
the best way to be.
Yes.
Like yesterday, for example, some people might not like this, but I thought it was bad the way some of the people in chat were responding about Ghosts of Britain. Even though I'm not friends with them no more, I still thought it was wrong because they were derogatory and attacking comments. And same with their chat, if it was done to someone else, I think it's wrong.
Yeah.
I don't base things on friendship. I base it on morals.
Yeah. So Deno and I spoke about that this morning, and he passed the message on to John, and I suggested a few things to Deno, and those suggestions have gone to John as well, and they're all being taken into account. I think John's going to be jumping on it with some more mods, and so keeping tabs on it all. So we'll keep you on the screen though, Trish. So those of you who don't know Trisha, you'll see her sometimes on lives with me. If you remember the abandoned hospital that we did a couple of months back, how long ago was that? Was that January?
I think so, yeah.
It was January, February, wasn't it?
January or beginning of February, yeah.
That's it. So, but yeah, so most of you would have seen Trisha with me then. Anybody who was watching then would have seen Trisha with me that night. And most people should know her anyway. From Trisha's got Fearless Afterlife Encounters, and she does FearCon. So it's Wales's premier
Paranormal convention.
That's it, isn't it? So I'm just going to bring on another face that Deno knows. There we go, Rob Skull.
Hey, Rob.
How you doing?
Doing, Deno?
I'm all good, my friend. Thank you.
I just wanted to come and give you my love, man.
And to you, my friend.
And you know where I am if you need anything.
Likewise, to everyone, which I can't stress enough that I am support for a lot of people if people need it. Same as Dan, and I presume that Angel will be the same.
There's no angel there. I can tell you that.
I'm reading on the screen. We just this is what I'm in it for. I'm in it for the love of people, and help people. That's what I'm here for. And I hope I can, and I hope I do.
Well, you do, mate. You do, and that's why I agree exactly to what the ladies just said. That's why I don't get mixed with the drama and the.
Don't swear at Trish. She's never been a lady.
Pardon?
Don't swear at Trish. She's never been a lady.
I can see her telling you what to do in a minute, Dan.
Oh, trust me. I'll
When the live stream ends, I'll call him up and it'll be all F's and B's.
That's it. Trust me, it will be. Guarantee it. Guarantee it.
I tell you what, it's like being on Gavin and Stacey. This is.
Oh, I know. I'm not from Wales. What are you on about?
Anyway, for people that are watching now, I just want to bring something up that came about a couple of months ago, and it is due to drama, but I'm not talking about drama. It is having an effect on the whole paranormal community, not just people, but venues as well. Only few people have seen me talk about this before on a post. Some venues have actually stopped particular people visiting them now because they're afraid that people are going to turn up and there's a fight going to break out because they've seen a lot of drama, a lot of threats and things like that. So where people are back and forth, this team and that team, shit stirring, it's not helping. And we do fear that some venues are going to close their doors to some of us teams. And I know this because I'm admin of a venue group, so I do get a little bit of inside info from venues.
Yeah. So I think we just
So
all got
what help if people stop the back and forth?
Yeah. I think, I mean, we can stop as much as we possibly can with different things, but unfortunately, we just got to make sure that people in chat and that don't, they're the ones that aren't disappearing over, and do you know what I mean? So, but Rob,
yes, mate.
We have you to thank the other night. I think you bought most of the items, didn't you? Well, you did. You were supposed to have.
Believe it or not, I've got a 15-foot swimming pool in my living room. That I'm now going to have to re-advertise the summit. So
I think, Rob, we were talking. I've said Deno and I were chatting earlier on as well, and one of the things I suggested on a comment, on John's live brief that he was briefing on earlier, was that maybe we give it a short period of time, just let John sort himself out for a few days, and then we'll have a bit of a chinwag with John, and we maybe look at doing it again, but doing it for. And trying to do it all again and sell off the same items again that we had, but once the GoFundMe is all refunded. Do you know what I mean? So, but we do it again, but we don't do it for that cause. We do it. We have a proper set charity that it goes to, that's registered, and we know where it's going and everything.
Well, in April next year, I'm doing the Rider Thanks,
Awesome.
which is for the NHS.
Yeah.
And I think there's one ride in every different part of the country. And I think I think we have to make a donation of, I think, either £5 or £10 per rider.
Right.
And we're riding down to whichever hospital we pick. Like I'm doing Nottinghamshire one because that's my hometown.
Yeah.
And we're riding to, I think it's the Queen's Med, Nottingham City, and a couple of the other smaller ones.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I mean, we're only putting a tenner in, but if you've got probably 5,000-10,000 bikers,
yeah,
in that one run, and you've got probably 20 different events on that day in the country, you just think how much is going to be made for the NHS.
God, yeah. Exactly. I mean, speaking of which, in terms of your area where you are, Tricia, what's the security guard for Margam? What was his name?
Dave.
Dave, yeah. Well, is that he's the one who's with Go Seekers Wales?
Right, yeah.
Is he? Is that the one?
Yeah, he's the security. Oh no, the one that's part of the team, you mean?
Yeah.
No, that's Matthew.
Matthew, that's it, Matthew. So just so you're aware, because you're in the Nottingham area, Charlene Lowe Kemp, she said the other night that if anybody could potentially put forward any PPE face masks, ideally for to the or get them sent up to her or sent over to her, would be grateful, because they were working in the care homes that she deals with. They were working with one mask for every 12-hour shift. Matthew he's a security guard at do you know what? My brain's just gone. I said it a second.
Margam Castle. He's a team member of Go Seekers Wales, and he also has his own business as well.
You can tell I got up at stupid o'clock this morning, can't you? My brain's saying, "Go to bed, Dan." So Matthew has arranged for the screen masks that you get, the clear ones. So Matthew's arranged for 600 of those to be shipped to Charlene to be distributed around these care facilities in, I think it's 5 or 6 care facilities in the Nottingham area. So I thought, as you're in that area, it might be a bit something nice for you to know there. So everybody's sort of pulling together and doing bits and pieces for different people that they've never even met before, which is great.
Rob abandoned ship on Nottingham because he knew that the football team was going down. So he's actually gone up north now. He's gone to York, hasn't you, Rob?
No, I moved to York for work. That's what I moved to York for.
He ran away from his football team. That's what he ran away from.
he just went to drop down a couple of leagues, yeah. Rob, you're a star. Thanks very much for coming on, my friend. And
I just wanted to say, just give my love to you all, especially Deno. And he knows where I am for him and John if they need anything, anytime.
Yeah, thank you.
Rob, I will inbox you tomorrow, buddy. I'll inbox you tomorrow, or I'll call you tomorrow.
Yeah, not a problem. Anytime.
You're a star, my friend. Thank you very much for coming on, buddy. See you soon.
All right, take care.
And you. Bye-bye. Right, just to recap for anybody who's in the chat, whose birthday is it? Vicky?
Mine.
It's yours, is it?
No.
Birthday? What are you going to tell me? Vicky Price. Happy birthday. There we go, Vicky Price.
Happy birthday, Vicky.
Anybody who's in the chat that doesn't know, just so you're aware, we should be doing readings tonight, but unfortunately Drew's signal dropped and he's not been able to get back on.
That's why I jumped on, actually. I jumped on because I was going to say, surprise! Come on, Drew, you'll be on the spot.
So Well, we dumped Deno in it a little bit because Deno was the two of them were bouncing off each other, which was quite good. So Elaine Farrell says, "I'm from Nottingham, so thank you to who donated the masks. That's awesome." Right, so in the studio at the moment, last but not least, is Kirk.
Oh,
Do you know what? When I think of your name, mate, you know what? You know there's that one film where there's a guy in it. He's I'm gonna find the film out now, and then I'll tell you in a sec. But
you're on about Kirk Douglas, aren't you?
No.
No, I think he's on about Warwick Davis because it looks like Warwick. You look like Warwick Davis, that man.
Like, do you know something, Deno? Nah, I just got to know.
Are you tenable?
I can't say nothing on live. I'll get into trouble. I'll
do you know
inbox you
that
later.
film? Do you know that film? She's out of my league.
Yeah. I am out of your league. You're right, Dan.
His character is called Kirk, and his ex-girlfriend in it calls him Kirky all the time.
Don't because there's a viewer that's in now called Zoe.
Zoe.
Yeah, she inboxed me the other day after I was. Hang on 2 seconds, because
that's my daughter. She's poaching about the jazz.
Sasha, go sort your door out.
Zoe actually messaged me the other day when I was on. I think it was John's live when everything kicked off, and I ended up going into an anxiety attack because of it all. Because I was that angry with it. And Zoe messaged me, and today she's just started calling me Kirky. So, and when I was younger, that's what everybody used to call me, either Kirky or Captain after Star Trek.
That's it, yeah.
So it's actually funny that you brought that up.
It's life, Jim, but not as we know it.
God, exactly. I'll check this message a minute.
But no, honestly, like I said earlier on, I do want to read off Drew, but I don't want to put him into too much strain and stuff like that. So I know he's got a lot on at the moment with Baby Loki as well.
Do you know what? Do you want to know how many we've got on the list, which includes yourself, babe? We've got 26.
Wow.
They're coming asking for readings.
And that's just for Sunday.
Well, that was for, to continue on to. That was supposed to have been to continue on tonight and then roll into Sunday.
So, you know what that means, don't you, Deno?
Deno's going to have to come back and do some more on Sunday.
I was about to say, Deno, you need to work quick, mate. Get your medium skill sorted.
I did ask a friend. He does card readings. He would fancy coming on one night, but unfortunately, he doesn't feel confident enough at the moment to come on and do actual card readings himself. You know. So
Deno's a medium as well.
Deno's a sensitive.
Right.
Yeah. I'm not mid. I'm extra large. Look.
Mommy.
Oh, bless you.
So,
you don't look me.
So everybody in the chat who doesn't know Kirky, I'm going to call you Kirky now all the time.
I just changed my name now.
Nickname's Warwick. His new nickname is Warwick.
Warwick. Donna McTaggart, I've got you on there anyway, so don't you worry. You're there anyway. So if you're able to come on Sunday, then we'll make sure you get yours on Sunday, because I know we didn't really get to sort of do yours at all. So hi, Mary Whitcomb. She's back. She says, oops, she's back. Good night, Kathy Dryland. Helen Birtle says, thank you. It's been a weird one. It has been a little bit tonight, unfortunately, but Mary Whitcomb. Where are we? Let's see if I can get that on screen. Why is it not working? Nothing's working. Get on screen. There we go. That's the one. No way, Deno. I got you beat. I'm fluffy for now. Lol.
Really, I don't know what the bloody hell you're on about. What the bloody hell is a fluffy?
Right, basically, Deno, right? Do you know how people say, oh, I'm fat? Right? People say, I'm not fat, I'm fluffy, I'm cuddly.
Oh no.
So what she's trying to say is you're not extra large, mate. You're fluffy.
All right,
That's it. A friend of mine used to say to me all the time. He used to say, "I'm not fat." He said, "It's not fat. It's untensed muscle." He used to say, and if he tenses it, he'll die. That's what he used to say to me all the time. Zoe Myers says extra cuddly. There you go. And Mary says she agrees with you there. So, but yeah, so we just anybody in the chat who's sort of just joined in or has been on before, we're just having a bit of a chin wag at the moment because with regards to unfortunately Drew's signal didn't sort of stick around. Unfortunately, some nights he's fine, some nights he's not. Unfortunately, and he can be sitting in the same place, and yet one day it's all right, and one day it's not. So plus I've got to try and make sure he gets some headphones as well.
Sorry, Dan, can I just ask, with Drew, is it Wi-Fi like throughout the whole entire building, or is it his own Wi-Fi?
Well, sometimes he has to use his data because the signal's not great on the Wi-Fi in the building. So at the moment, he's him and his wife and his little one are living in shared accommodation whilst they're waiting for a flat. So
I know somebody that lives downstairs, or not lives downstairs, sorry, that works downstairs. John uses him a lot. His name's Jay.
Yeah.
He runs a computer shop. I'm going to put an order in for Drew. Also, I'll pay for it myself for Wi-Fi booster box.
Okay.
And then obviously, once I've got it, I can get your details, mate. I'll send it across to you. And then you can pass it over to Drew. So obviously that way it'll boost his Wi-Fi signal. So I'll get.
I'll be honest with you. Where I'm near Swansea and he's in Bristol now. So I'm not going to be in Bristol for quite a while. So it might be better off going straight to him.
That's fine. I'll speak to Drew on Sunday when I come back from live.
But and him directly as well. He's always online. So
I will do.
Rachel Evans said, "Just a chunky monkey."
It's a chunky. It's a chunky elephant.
Oh, he's an elephant.
I ain't no monkey.
He's not a monkey. He's just got a monkey trunk.
I must ask: have you got the full outfit to that, or is it just the head?
Mate, in all fairness, it's me little boys.
Right. Do you want me to buy you one of your own? like the full
That's what he's telling everyone.
Guys, so moving on to moving on to a serious question now. So Lorraine Shaw is actually asking, before it goes any further too much up the chat, Lorraine Shaw is asking, why is depression worse at night? Now I thought that's an ideal question to sort of put to the three of you, especially because I know Deno, you're quite a sensitive bloke, with everything going on, when it was going on, Trisha, we know that obviously you've had a big car accident a few years ago, which has put you in a situation. So and it's awkward for you, and no matter what, you're also going to get, you're going to have fits of depression.
I've actually done some training and counselling as well.
Exactly. There's that too, and then obviously Kirky, Kirky. Obviously, you have the. You're gonna have to put Kirky next time.
I'm going to.
You have the page, your group, anxiety and depression. So I'm just going to bring Lorraine back up on screen there. So I'll leave that one over to you guys to have a bit of to respond on that one.
What I say to that is because you have more time for thinking. So your thoughts then will run away with yourself, then your anxiety increases, and then you get more depressed because you're thinking of all the bad things more. In the daytime, you're probably either working or doing things, so you're on the move.
I agree.
I'm going to say, I can't really add much more to that. I think she's just hit nail on the head with that. I mean, obviously, during the day, you're constantly moving about, you're constantly busy, so obviously it's keeping your mind preoccupied. So obviously it's giving you less time to think about also the troubles that you're going through and stuff like that. But at night time, because your body's relaxing, it's then giving your brain that more time to think about the problems that you're having and the struggles that you're going through. which then leads you to overthink about everything. Which then does primarily start. That this is when a high percentage of anxiety attacks start. Is at night, because obviously you're overthinking about everything and you're getting yourself all worked up about it because you don't know how to deal with it. But thankfully, there are people out there now that can help you through it all. Obviously, on my page, I've got numbers put up for Samaritans and the crisis team as well, and the out of hours crisis team. So obviously, if I can't get to reply to the messages, or my team can't get a chance to reply to the messages, there are other people out there, especially with the community that I've got now. I mean, I'm just hitting, I think it's 1,300 people on there, and they're all lovely. I mean, they message you back, they try and help you.
But that's just in a few weeks, isn't it, Kirk? That is, it's only been going a few weeks, hasn't it? Your group.
Yeah. Well, I mean, before obviously I started watching you guys, also with John, yourself, Phil, and Drew. I think I was just hitting over 1,000 people. I set that up just after Christmas.
Yeah.
And then obviously since I've been in touch with you guys, honestly, it's blown up so much. I mean, I've gone from like 75 friends on my Facebook that I actually knew to like over 150 people. But because obviously everybody's adding me and messaging me to see if I can help them. And obviously I did a live the other day, and because obviously, as you know, Dan, when you're live and that the messages are going that quickly, as you're trying to respond to the other people, I actually got a lady in there that was getting pretty upset because I kept missing their messages. But obviously, it was hard for me to keep track of it because obviously, as you know, they just scroll past really, really quickly. But she has messaged me since, and I have managed to help her out a little bit.
Yeah, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. Have you got anything to add to that, Deno?
Yeah, I think when depression wise and anxiety and things like that, you know, when we have bad weather and we get certain parts of the year where we'll be more anxious and more depressed of the dark weather, the dark times. I think when we come into the nighttime sort of scenario, obviously it's dark outside. It's a lot darker in the home, and I think we just our moods go with the sort of lighting as well as, in my opinion, I think our mind goes into the set of like sorry, I don't know your name, sweetheart. Trisha, like Trisha said. Your mind's relaxing, but also when it's getting darker outside, your mind's relaxing that much, and the negativity starts to set in a little bit more because you're not active and doing so much at night time. But I do think that lighting does affect that as well, in my personal opinion. Whether I'm right, whether I'm
same with certain times of the year through losses and things as well. That's when your depression will increase.
Definitely. Now, Lorraine, I want to ask a question to you, Lorraine Shaw. The other thing I like to touch on is things like, do you drink energy drinks, things like that? It's one of the things I wanted to sort of bring up. So, Lorraine Shaw, would you mind just in the chat time say yes or no? Do you drink energy drinks at all? And if you do you drink them into the evening as well? I have a reason for asking that. Because especially where you're saying about you get nightmares and things.
I don't. I don't do nothing like that.
There, other energy drinks are available.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Yeah, that's the one, isn't it?
Oh, sad.
But no. Also, a quick thing responding about the nightmares that she just mentioned that she has. I've recently started doing it, and my first proper one was yesterday, because I was on Phil's subscriber page, and I actually meditated last night for the first time. I properly meditated last night, and I'll tell you something. I've always been a bit wary of meditation, but I would highly recommend meditating before you go to sleep, because it cleanses your soul and it cleanses your mind. While you're not drinking, It's because I've just seen someone put drinking chat. When obviously you're thinking about everything at night, it gets to you. So if you meditate, it's sort of like it's letting all those worries leave your body. And I didn't sleep last night because I had a lot going on in my head and helping a few people. But I meditated earlier on. I fell asleep earlier on, and I tell you something. It was the best hour skip that I've ever had.
Yeah.
I mean, because I just felt so relaxed and so at peace with myself, being able to do that. So obviously, I know John's got on John's Facebook. He's got a few meditation techniques on there. So I highly suggest people go across to his YouTube and have a look at those meditation sessions that he's got.
What I would also suggest is, I know, Lorraine, sure, you said no, you don't drink energy drinks, but what I would suggest is maybe anything caffeine orientated, anything sugary, try and stop, cut that off at maybe like say 8 p.m. Nothing after that. Try and then hydrate yourself, really well as possibly, as much as you can do with water, even weak squash, potentially after that. So from then onwards throughout the night, maybe if you've got TV in your bedroom or you've got your computer or your tablet or anything like that, try and maybe don't take those don't turn them on at night. Try and reduce anything that stimulates your mind as well at that point in time, and allow yourself to be able to drift off to sleep. If you are going to turn anything on in terms of a device, maybe on YouTube, put on it some sort of music that will relax you, calming music of sorts, and fall asleep to that. That's probably the best way around it. Try and do that maybe. The one that I tend to use at night, which I've noticed is really, really easy for me, is a river, like just water running down like a stream or a brook. I couldn't do that, mate. I've got where I live. It's a row of sort of terraced houses, like what you'd expect to be like the old sort of row of miners houses, and my bathroom is downstairs at the back of the house. So of course, when I get up, because I did my ankle ligaments last year and I did the other ankle about 10 years ago, when I get up out of bed, my ankles and my knees are really stiff. So if I was listening to that all night, right, I'd be attempting to try and get down the stairs to run to the loo constantly. So
I mean, even nature is a really good one. Birds and that in trees, and just the cheeping of the birds. I mean, anything that is going to relax your mind and not make you think about the worries that you're going through.
That's it.
I mean, honestly, anything that you can. That you feel that there's no worries about you. I mean, Phil actually sent me one yesterday, which I've never heard of. I listened to it yesterday, and I'll tell you something. It just put me into that sort of like deep trance.
Yeah.
Like where I wasn't worried about anything, and I just felt so much at ease with myself and so relaxed. And I felt like all my worries are just blown away.
Yeah.
So I would highly recommend listening.
There are apps and things as well for that sort of thing. That you've got the Calm app and bits and pieces like that. There are that. So you can look at that. And I know when I've been to the doctor before to talk about, because I take anxiety meds every night. So when I've been to the doctor and spoken to them about it, they've talked about like meditating and things like that as well. But for me, it's not something that specifically works for me. Do you know what I mean? So, worst cases, you go see your doctor and have a chat with them about things. And I know there are things like antihistamines that they can give you to be able to try and send you off.
Also, as well, if people are grieving, I'd highly recommend speaking to a grievance counsellor as well. Because a lot of people shrug them off and stuff like that, but the grievance counsellors are so amazing at what they do that they'll help you get through the grievance stage, which will then make it easy for you to relax.
Yeah.
So don't ever push counselling off. I mean, a lot of people do tend to shove counsel off, because I know a lot of counsellors do tend to drag up your past before they help you deal with what you're dealing first.
Yeah.
But if you find the right counsellor and you speak to that counsellor and say, look, I want help with this part first before I go further back, they will, 9 times out of 10, they will listen to what you want. And this is, I can't stress this enough. Always make clear to your counsellor what you want them to do, because they work for you. You don't work for them.
Yes,
so
Trisha's
As a counsellor, you're there to listen, and you're guided by the person in front of you. You can't implant anything into them or suggest anything. It's all about them.
You're saying don't listen to you then? normally all I get is if I say something wrong or I write something wrong, I get Trisha on the phone to me going, "What the fuck did you do that for?"
That's bad impression, mate. But I need to work a little bit.
I can't do the Valleys accent. That's the thing. So
it was a little bit too squeaky. That was.
I know. Grab myself down below a little bit more.
I am normally squeaky when I rant because I have a hard chest. I'm
like a squirrel.
So going back. Going back.
Dan, if I was you, mate, I'd just stand up and just loosen your trousers off a bit, because I think you might have something trapped.
Just going back to Lorraine Shorley. So what I would suggest, Lorraine, is maybe set yourself a time when you're going to go to bed. And what I would do is, at that point in time, is the time when you turn off all devices. Okay, so don't take your phone to bed, or you don't take your tablet or your laptop or anything like that. Maybe turn your TV off and just try and relax, listen to some calming music or anything like that, whatever potentially it does to make you relax. I would also say, like I suggested before, from about 8 o'clock in the evening. After that, don't drink any form of stimulants, which are anything with caffeine, anything with sugars. Energy drinks, anything like that. I know you said you don't drink energy drinks, but also alcohol. Try and maybe cut if you do, because people do like a glass of wine or a beer. Don't know
what you mean, mate.
Another good thing to start with is every day take just one positive that's happened in that day, write it down.
That's it.
Yeah.
And do that every single day, and then at the end of the week, when you've got 7 positives, look at them and put them on the first day of the following week. And then you'll see that there's more positives in your life than you actually think you have.
There you go.
And just following up on what Trish just said, I've also found as well, with people that say that they struggle to find positives, if you write down your negatives and at the end of the day, rip them up. Rip your negatives up and just say, I've got more positive things and better things in my life than this, and rip them up and throw them in the bin. Yeah. Because essentially you are then throwing your negativity away, which will then create more space for the positive stuff to come through.
Where are we? Noreen Hill said she's tried counselling, but made it 10 times worse. But that's just her personal experience. The thing is, I think with counselling or anybody like that, you've got to be comfortable with who you're talking to for starters. You've got to hi Phil from Be the Spiritual Gifts in the chat. Hi, how you doing? You've got to be comfortable with who you talk to, and sometimes just coming on like this and having a chin wag on here can help you out, maybe. Or if you're comfortable, find a friend who can help you, and or even if it's like with me, for example, it was my doctor. Actually, I was more comfortable speaking to my doctor at the time. But I'd seen a couple of different doctors before that for my anxiety, but none of them, they were all like, oh, do this, do that. And it was more, they were just basically trying to fob me off. Whereas my current doctor, she, well, as soon as I sat down with her, she made me feel comfortable. And she, obviously I was able to talk to her about things. So but just having people there to chat to and come on and even like this, just come on and have a chin wag if you feel like it. If we're always here, just there's no, in these things there's no judging or anything like that at all. So you're more than welcome, Lorraine, to come on anytime you want, and that goes for everybody who's in the chat. You're more than welcome to come on. And I'm sure Phil would say as well. Phil's in there. He's on his Be the Spiritual Gift. I'm sure he would say if you feel free to pop him a message as well if need be, to have a chin wag, because he'll always be there for people. So, Kirk, I'm gonna have to say goodbye, mate, because we've got somebody else sitting in the studio.
That's absolutely fine.
Do you want me to drop off, Dan?
No, don't worry. You stay. You stay on for a minute.
You've got something planned.
No, I haven't.
You're in trouble. That's what it is.
I just thought you've been ill for the past week, so I thought, well, mate, you do some work, Blair. I will get slapped for that one. Kirk, it's good to see you, mate. And
it's good to see you as well.
Catch up with you soon. But remember, everybody, pop over to Kirk's group. It's it's called Anxiety and Healing, yeah.
Anxiety and Depression.
That's it, Anxiety and Depression. So please pop over and give Kirky's page or is it a group or a page?
It's a page at the moment. I am looking at setting up a group as well.
Yeah.
So, also, guys, you'll be able to see him on ITV on Tenable.
That's the one. Yeah.
And for the people that are missing Deno, if you watch ITV Crime Stoppers, you'll see him on there as well.
Mate, I'm a regular.
Yeah, we know. every week's a special with you, mate.
That's it. But we'll catch up with you soon, yeah?
Yeah, all right then, matey.
Thanks, mate.
Love to you all, and keep
soon.
on what you're doing. And Deno, put a fucking smile on your face.
It's you that depresses me, mate.
Well, don't worry, mate. If I depress you that much, just pop across to my page and I'll help you out.
See you soon, buddy. All right.
See you later, guys.
See you later. Okay. So, Deno, we have somebody in the chat. As I say, Trisha, I thought I'd leave you on unless you need to get off to sort the baby out. So, those who don't know, Trisha recently became a nanny. So she's now Nanny Trish. Or as she would like to be referred to as GMAR. So
she don't look old enough to be a GMAR or a nanny.
We don't normally ask women ages, but Trisha's a couple of months younger than me, I believe you are, aren't you? You're a couple of months younger than me, aren't you?
I don't know. When's your birthday?
December.
No, I'm older than you.
Are you?
Yeah.
Well, are you 40 before me then? All right. Well, okay then. Okay. So
I'm the young one. I'm the young one on the page. I'm only 28.
Are you only 28?
No, 38.
I was going to say what?
Yeah, I had a bad paper round.
It's my 40th at the end of the year, so I at least then can work with the grey a bit better. But anyway, so we've got Aaron sitting. Deno, you should know Aaron.
Hey, Aaron.
Hiya.
So
Aaron.
Aaron, she's down as Angel, but she's never been an angel in her life.
Yeah, you're taking the piss for there.
So, Aaron, just to let everybody know, in the chat just now, we've got Sam Harley Wilmore. Aaron is Sam's son, and Aaron is also obviously his brother was Harley, who we set up this clothing range to raise money. So it's good to have Aaron on, because then Aaron can properly explain where any of the profits from t-shirts and tops and that will go to.
Yeah, I just wanted to come on really and just say obviously thanks for doing that. But yeah, the funds will be going to, well, we kind of decided between my mum and myself that half of the money was going to go to, or is going to, the bereavement suite at Alder Hey Children's Hospital to help with other bereaved parents that have lost children, to go towards little boxes with teddy bears and just stuff to give people a bit of peace and just support them really. And then the other half was it was going to be a secret for my mum, but obviously she's going to be looking at the giving page anyway. So we decided that maybe to do like a memorial garden in my mum's back garden for her, just because I know it brings a lot of peace to her, and there's pictures of Harley all over the garden and stuff like that. So I thought maybe to get it professionally done, because at the moment it's my granddad that's been doing it, and obviously the wood's rotting and stuff like that. So we'd prefer to get it done professionally. So we were talking about maybe doing a little sand pit in there where my other 3-year-old brother can play in there and obviously play with Harley. So yeah, that's where the money's kind of going to be going. But yeah.
Because I know your mum said to me earlier that you guys have been talking about a park bench as well.
Yeah, we've been trying to get permission from the local council to get a bench put at Shakely Mere, which was Harley's favourite place to walk around. But unfortunately, there's so many benches around there.
Yeah.
And there's a long waiting list for people that have obviously put their request in first. But she is speaking to a close friend that works with the council to see if there's anything that can be done. But yeah, other than that, I did have one other idea for when the lockdown is over to maybe do a walk Snowdon.
See, told you she's got a mouth on her.
See, replace the L for
Oh God.
Yeah, so the other idea that we kind of had was to maybe do a walk to Mount Snowdon.
Yeah.
And let some balloons off or something like that. Obviously, after the lockdown's been over and done with, obviously we were going to get John and Joe and everyone to join in, but with John's health, I don't think he'd be able to walk to the top.
Yeah.
Not just because of his health, but he's quite a big guy like me, so we probably wouldn't make it to the top.
I would if you put I'd do it easily. If you put a can of beer on every step, I'd make sure I'd make it.
It's either that or a couple of 100 helium balloons and just float up.
Yeah, that's it. I think there's numerous things we can potentially look at doing if need be. I mean, to start with, at least if anybody wants to go over and wants to buy any of the Harley's Angels, the bits and pieces, what we've done is what I did was I kind of took the Harley Davidson logo and changed it to suit, but changed it so it's not the same, if you know what I mean. So but from what Sam was saying, Harley, it was obviously he was named after the Harley Davidson bikes, so it's kind of apt to how it is. Initially we were going to do logo on the back and just put hashtag Harley's Angels on the front, but like your mum said to me earlier, it's better to, when I suggested having it on the front, I suggested it for a couple of reasons, because one, like your mum said, it means that if anybody's wearing a coat, obviously it means it's more open, you can see the logo, then it's not covered over. Number two, the more sides of the t-shirt or hoodie I put logos on, the more expensive it comes to buy to start with. So if we stick one logo on the front of it, that way we got a bit more profit there to be able to put that profit towards, so any of the items within the Harley's Angels collection on spookclothing.com, any of those items on there that are purchased from by people, if you go on and buy one, any of the profit from it will go straight to the GoFundMe that Alan have set up. And then Rob Skull says, let's just put up, Dan, what about a meeting garden near the house on a bare land named after where people can sit and meet and talk? That's another idea. There we go.
I see a lot of people in the chat are asking, they've heard obviously Harley's name a lot on other people's lives, but they're not sure what the story is. But I think you have put a brief outline of the story on your website.
I kind of took what you've put on the GoFundMe and I kind of rewrote it so it fit, so it wasn't quite as long. You know, but says exactly what was what, just so it meant that. If you go to the collections page for Harley's Angels on spookclothing.com, you'll see an outline of the situation as to what happened to Harley, and obviously also from there. But what we'll also look at doing, if anybody does want to donate, we'll look to put the GoFundMe link up on my page as well, and I'm sure Deno will be able to get it sorted on to John's page, so anybody can donate directly if they want to. What would be the best, though, I think what would be really good, though, is if people were to buy product, because that way at least they're putting it out there, the hashtag Harley's Angels side of things as well, which is, because Harley unfortunately was the victim of misdiagnosis, I can't get my words out. Misdiagnosis, wasn't it?
Yes.
So, unfortunately, obviously, you know, his life as a result. And he was only, what, 3, was he?
3, yeah.
Yeah. So it's a hard thing for anybody, you know. So, and Sam's an amazing person to be able to, you know, obviously be able to come on and talk to us all when she does. And I saw a little live stream that you did earlier on where you were blowing bubbles for a little boy earlier. Was that?
Yeah.
And that little boy who's that little boy?
That's my other brother. I've got 2 other brothers. One turned 16 yesterday, and then there is Luca, who's 3.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's good to have you on, Aaron. We are just going to be finishing up any moment now, because we've been on we're normally only on for about an hour and a half, and we've been on for nearly 2.25 hours. So
yeah, I'm about to have a coughing fit. I'm holding it in,
Just so you're aware, Trisha doesn't have anything like dodgy. She's just she just is dodgy. So yeah, Aaron, it's been wonderful having you on, mate. And you know, thank you. And anytime you want to come on, feel free. You know, and obviously we'll keep pushing out anything, you know, to just to make a way. And it's just, even if it's just a bit, bring someone around. Oh, we've got John Harris in the chat. Hey buddy, how you doing?
Yeah, I was going to say as well, obviously, when like you were saying, it's probably best to go onto your website and buy, because then at least they're actually getting something, as well as donating.
Yeah. So, I mean, just so you're aware, I mean, the profit isn't huge on the t-shirts and things. I mean, it is about £10 roughly. For each t-shirt and each hoodie, there's about 10-12 quid roughly. And then the other bits and pieces. The drinks bottle, I've done one of these drinks bottles on there as well, with the logo on. So that's quite good, and that's got a good bit of profit in it. So if anybody wants a drinks bottle, go on there and buy a Harley's Angels one. Cool. I know that somebody did mention earlier that they were going to be going on and getting a mug. So we put some. I put a mug on there, one of these ones which, as you put the hot water in it, it goes from being a black mug and then it shows the logo. But what I also wanted to do with the Harley's Angels logo is, now I've seen John on here, is I wanted to make sure that the Sixth Sense Army had some sort of showing on it as well. So underneath the logo, it does say hashtag Sixth Sense Army. All right. So, but I've tried to make that so it's not something massively prominent. It's more about Harley. But obviously, John and Joe deserve a plug with it all as well for everything that they do for Sam.
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
Sam's jumped on and said, "I'm buying a drinks bottle." But yeah, Aaron, obviously, I'm going to obviously I'm having a t-shirt sorted for you and your mum. So let me know what size you need, and and have a little look at the colour range as well, and let me know what colour you want. All right.
Cool. All right. Thank you.
All right, buddy. Thanks. It's lovely to have you on. All right, and we'll catch up with you soon. All right.
All right. Cheers.
See you
See
soon.
ya.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty much going to call it the night for there. So thanks, John, for coming on as well into the chat. And I know I had to look down then, thinking somebody's come on, because I suddenly I saw the numbers in the corner shoot up a little bit, and I thought John's got to come on. So and there he was. So yeah. So if anybody wants any of the Harley's Angels items at all, please pop over to spookclothing.com. You'll see on there the link is at the bottom, scrolling across. If you just go to spookclothing.com. And you'll see, if you scroll down to the collection section, you'll see the Harley's Angels section on there. And if you go in, there's going to be bits and pieces added in as and when. So I've put a basic range of bits in there at the moment. So there's adults t-shirt, adults hoodie, youth t-shirt at the moment. There's a drinks bottle. There's a mug. There's a one of these hats as well, which just says the words hashtag Harley's Angels. And then there's a beanie hat as well. So there's a few bits and pieces for now, but there'll be a few more bits added to it as and when I can. So we're going to pretty much call it a night there. Deno, you're a star for coming on and spending the whole night. And
Dan, can you inbox me Drew's name? Because I haven't got. I don't know his surname, so I can search him on Facebook.
Well, seeing as he calls you Dino all night, he's been calling you Dino all night. Well, what I'll do is we'll start calling him Dennis or something, yeah, or not Drew, not Dennis. What should we call him? We'll call him Dave. I don't know, David or something like that, yeah. Derek, that's the one.
Derek.
Yeah, we'll get that sorted for you, buddy. I hope as well, Davey, who's in the chat, he's a mod for me. Davey from Northern Ghost Hunters. Some of you might have seen earlier on that somebody has driven into his car tonight. So the police have been there tonight. So I hope everything's all right with that, buddy. Thank you to everybody who's been on tonight and followed and watched and stuck with us, even though unfortunately Drew had to go off early because of his signal. Hopefully he'll be back on Sunday. And I know Drew's had a little bit of a hard time the last day or two. So he had a bit of bad news to do with COVID-19 with regards to a friend of his. So he's been a real trooper coming on and doing what he's been able to do. So hopefully we'll see him back on Tuesday. Tomorrow we were going to do the readathon, but unfortunately that's no longer happening. So I'm going to have a little look and see what else I can. Maybe see if I can bring if the Paranormal Sisters are free again for tomorrow night. Keep an eye for next Saturday as well, because we have. Do you know what? My brain's just decided it's just not working tonight. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna have to have a look at my events list to see what's what. So next week, Monday, we have Paraslam. Hopefully Trisha will be on with us on that night, and maybe we have Charlene Lowe Kemp on as well. Wednesday is Gemma coming on to do readings again next week. That's right. Tomorrow night. That's right. No, tomorrow night. I think from 8 o'clock we have Phil from Be the Spiritual Gift. That's right. So Phil, who's in the chat, he's coming on tomorrow night to have a chinwag.
Hey, Phil.
Hey again, sorry, buddy.
I just shouting, hey, Phil. Saying hello to Phil.
Next Saturday, May the 2nd, we have Daryl Marston from the TV show Ghost Hunters coming on. So please all come over and have a watch. He's really knowledgeable in everything he does. I'm also hoping on Thursday next week we'll have Brian Cano from the TV show Haunted Collector, but I'm not going to know until early part of next week, because he might have to, as he's over in the States, they are relaxing lockdown regulations, and he might be back at work next week. So thank you everybody for coming on tonight. Please be safe. Please stay at home. Protect our NHS, as they say. And I shall see you all tomorrow night with Phil. Deno, thank you again, my friend. And Trisha, it's been great having you on. And good that you're getting better now as well, because I know you was a little bit worried the other day.
I want to say thank you as well, Dan. I want to say thanks to Drew for giving me the reading.
Yeah.
and I hope everything's well for you, Drew, soon, buddy. Trisha, nice to speak to you, sweetheart. Thank you, guys.
There we are.
And John, if you're still watching, John's my brother from another mother.
That's it.
He's an absolute diamond, is John. So is Joe and the rest of our team.
Well, while you and John are both here, I just want to say, after seeing how upset people were yesterday, there's not one person that have said anything bad. Everyone can see you've done what you did out the goodness of your heart.
100%. 100%. So John is sitting in the chat. He's not necessarily chatting massive amounts. He is popping in and saying hello. So again, yeah, everybody following and watching, please stay safe, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow night. See you soon, guys. Cheers.
Good night.